Ah, Jeeves, how is the little chap this morning?
Distressingly willful, sir.
Oh, well, we must look on the bright side, Jeeves. We must think of the untold goose we have done ourselves by nannying the beast until Aunt Agatha has finished her inspection of the continent.
True, sir. Pardon me for asking, sir, but are you proposing to appear in public in those garments?
Well, certainly, Jeeves. But, bit vivid, do you think?
Not necessarily, sir. I'm told that Mr. Freddie He's a Riot Flowerdew often appears on the music hall stage in comparable attire, but...
No buts, Jeeves. I happen to think very highly of them. Now then, yes, we must be making tracks. I tee off at 11:30.
Good luck today, sir.
Oh, thank you, Jarvis. Yes, Jeeves, I rather think that today you will be proud to see the young master sail through to the quarterfinals at the very least of the Drones Club annual knockout golf tournament.
Ah, this is indeed good news, sir.
I hope Bobby Wickham will be amazed at my exploits on the golf course today, too, Jeeves.
Indeed, sir. May I inquire as to why you are so desirous of impressing Miss Wickham?
Didn't I tell you, Jeeves? I'm in love.
With Miss Wickham, sir?
There's no need to say it like that, Jeeves. You're wrong about Miss Wickham, you know.
If you say so, sir.
Right, Jeeves, this is the time for plain speaking. Just what exactly is your kick against Miss Wickham? I insist.
Well, sir, although Miss Wickham is a very charming young lady...
Exactly, Jeeves. You speak an imperial court. What eyes.
Yes, sir.
What hair.
Very true, sir.
What lockiness.
Precisely, sir.
What exactly do you mean, precisely, sir?
Well, sir, it is that very quality of espièglerie which, to my mind, debars Miss Wickham from being a matrimonial prospect for a gentleman of your description.
And what do you mean, a gentleman of my description?
Miss Wickham, in my opinion, sir, is too frivolous. Whenever I see Miss Wickham, I know that trouble cannot be far behind. In order to qualify as Miss Wickham's husband, a gentleman should be possessed of a commanding personality and considerable strength of character.
Exactly, Jeeves. Condemned out of your own mouth.
Are you in mourning for someone?
Yes,
Bertie?
rather natty, eh? Jeeves doesn't like them, but then, of course, Jeeves is notoriously hidebound in the matter of leg wear. Downswing. Right, now, what I'm going to do here, Jeeves, is just keep it low, drill it straight out through the trees, quail high.
Indeed, sir.
And then dogleg it round the wood and let it drift onto the green with just enough backspin to bring it up level with the pin. It might even plop straight into the hole, Jeeves.
That would seem to be ideal, sir.
Well, it's finesse, you know.
Aptly put, sir.
Oh, Bertie, I'm sorry. Come here, Macintosh.
Perhaps we are not keeping our eye on the ball with sufficient assiduity, sir.
It's that blasted dog, Jeeves. Every time I look at the ball, it starts yapping.
Good dog, Macintosh. Good.
You ask me, Jeeves, that animal is in the pay of the fungy Phippses. There you are, Jeeves. The old touch coming back.
Shall I put you down for 12 there, sir?
Well, the what I'm about to say, Jeeves, is going to make you look pretty silly.
Indeed, sir.
This morning, if I remember rightly, you stated that Miss Wickham was frivolous, volatile, and generally lacking in seriousness. Am I correct?
Quite correct, sir.
Yes, well, this afternoon I went for a walk with Miss Wickham, and she has suggested to me the ripest, brainiest scheme for getting back at young Barmy that anyone could possibly imagine.
Getting back at him, sir? One wonders if this is quite the sporting spirit.
Eh?
One merely wonders, sir.
No. This is the Worcester spirit, Jeeves. Unsporting would be me reporting that blasted buzzer thing to the committee. No, this is strictly man-to-man.
Very good, sir.
Anyway, it appears that at the school where Miss Wickham was educated, it was from time to time necessary for the right-thinking element to slip one over certain of the baser sort. Do you know what they did, Jeeves?
No, sir, I don't.
No, well, they used to take a long stick, and follow me closely here, Jeeves. They used to attach a darning needle to it. And then at dead of night, they would sneak privily into the party of the second part's cubicle, and they would poke the needle through the bedclothes and puncture the water bottle. Girls are so much subtler in these matters than boys, Jeeves.
I'm sure you must be right, sir.
And this is the girl that you call frivolous.
Yes, sir, I do believe...
Well, anyone who could think up a wheeze like that is my idea of a helpmeet. Now, have you any idea where young Barmy sleeps?
I believe he is currently installed in the moat room, sir. Sir?
Barmy was not sleeping in this room. This was Professor Cludge and his wife.
Yes, sir. Mr. Fungy Phipps was good enough to exchange rooms with them yesterday evening after Madame Cludge complained that their room reminded her of her homeland, sir.
Oh. And when did you discover this?
Late last night, sir.
Late last night? And you cold-bloodedly stood by and let me walk to my certain doom?
Yes, sir. I thought that on reflection you might prefer that your relationship with the Wickham family remained a distant one.
A distant one? I'm about to propose to the daughter of the house this very AM.
Very good, sir. Shall I lay out our houndstooth check suit, sir, for the journey?
What journey?
To London, sir. Lady Wickham has already asked Mr. Fungy Phipps to leave.
Asked him to leave?
During the night, sir, when Professor and Madame Cludge were occupying your bed, he entered their room and pierced their hot water bottle with a sharp implement.
It's an extraordinary coincidence, Jeeves. Barmy getting the same idea as I did.
The concatenation of circumstance you describe was not entirely unforeseen, sir. It appears that he received the suggestion from the young lady.
From Miss Wickham?
Yes, sir.
You mean, at the same time that she was putting me up to the scheme of puncturing Barmy's hot water bottle, she was tipping Barmy off to puncturing mine?
She is a young lady with a keen sense of humour, sir. You are cold, sir?
Just shivering, Jeeves.
The occurrence, if I may take the liberty of saying so, sir, may perhaps lend colour to the view which I put forward yesterday, that Miss Wickham, though in many respects a very charming young lady...
Say no more, Jeeves. Love is dead.
Very good, sir. Well, sir...
It's called 47 Ginger-Headed Sailors, Jeeves. It's all the rage with the drones at the moment.
I can't say that I'm surprised to hear that, sir.
Really speaks to me, that song, you know, Jeeves.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Would you like to hear the rest of it?
I shouldn't like to put you to any trouble, sir. This note was delivered for you by hand a few moments ago.
Oh. Well, at least Macintosh likes my singing. You know, I'm really going to miss the little fellow when Aunt Agatha gets back today. Well, of all the bally nerve, Jeeves.
Sir?
After everything she did to us last weekend. And she wants us to give her lunch today.
Sir?
Miss Wickham, Jeeves, and two of her friends. She even specifies the menu. Ugh.
Indeed, sir.
Roly-poly pudding with lots of jam, oysters, ice cream, and plenty of chocolate. Must be on some kind of diet. Well, I shall have to go and remonstrate with her, Jeeves.
Very good, sir. I shall go and purchase the comestibles.
By no means, Jeeves. By no means. I can be chilled still, you know. Now, Jeeves?
I couldn't stop her, sir.
Do you mean to say that you stood by and allowed Bobby Wickham make a present of my Aunt Agatha's dog to some perfect stranger, Jeeves?
You know how headstrong a young lady she can be, sir.
Is she mad?
The child took a fancy to the animal, sir, and in order to ingratiate herself to the boy's father, she presented it to him.
Well, I'm lost, Jeeves. Sunk. Aunt Agatha is due here at 6 o'clock.
If I might propose a course of action, sir?
Well, anything, Jeeves, anything.
Mr. Blumenfield and the young gentleman are attending a motion picture performance this afternoon, sir. They will not return to their hotel until 5 o'clock, at which time Miss Wickham will call on them to sign the contract for Lady Wickham's play. Should they be delayed, she is to go straight up to their suite and attend them.
Well, I don't see how that helps us, Jeeves.
If you will bear with me, sir, our first requirement is for aniseed.
Aniseed?
To sprinkle on the trousers. Aniseed is commonly extensively used in dog animals. Wait, get out there! Wait! No, sir, you know how much the dog Macintosh enjoys your scene.
somewhere where my trousers will cease to cast their spell. Tell me, Jeeves, were you always like this, or did it come on suddenly?
Sir?
The brain, the grey matter. Were you an outstandingly brilliant child?
My mother thought me intelligent, sir.
Well, can't go by that. My mother thought me intelligent. Who is that, Jeeves?
Probably Mr. Blumenfield Senior, sir.
What?
He telephoned a short while ago to say that he was about to pay you a call, sir.
Well, oh, great, stop, Jeeves. Get rid of him. Jeeves!
I'll see what I can do, sir.
Right.
My boy has his heart set on that little dog. If he doesn't get it back, he's going to turn right against that play. What's that smell in here?
Aniseed, I suspect, sir. Mr. Wooster likes to sprinkle it on his trousers.
What the hell does he do that for?
I could not say, sir. Mr. Wooster is an eccentric.
You mean he's a loony?
Yes, sir.
Not, dangerous?
Yes, sir. With regard to the aniseed, sir, I fancy I have now located it. Unless I am very much mistaken, it's proceeding from behind this sofa. No doubt Mr. Wooster is sleeping there.
Doing what?
Sleeping, sir?
Oh, my God.
Would you like me to wake him up, sir?
No. Just get me out of here alive. That's all I ask.
Very good, sir. But I think I can do better than that.
Hey! Here's a £5 note.
This way, sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Blumenfield.
Jeeves!
Sir?
I can't believe it.
No, sir.
Oh, no, Aunts Agatha, you can't go up to the flat.
Why? I trust Macintosh as well.
No.
He isn't.
Well, yes, Macintosh is
Are
fine.
you coming in the lift?
No. But you...
Your mouth is hanging open again, Bertie. Ah, there he is. Come to Mother, Macintosh. How's my baby then? Mouth closed, Bertie.
But, Jeeves,
I'm sure Master Blumenfield Jr. will not detect the fact that I purchased another dog, sir.
another dog?
Except to the eye of love, sir, one Aberdeen Terrier is much like another.
Up until about 3 weeks ago, that blasted Glossop was all over my daughter, haunting the house, lapping up daily lunches, dancing with her half the night and so on. Well, naturally, the poor kid imagined that it was only a question of time before he suggested they should feed for life out of the same bucket. And now he's gone and dropped Angela like a hot brick. And I hear he's infatuated with some singer.
Cora Bellinger.
How do you know?
I've met her.
What's she like?
Bit on the lines of the Albert Hall.
I want this Bellinger business broken up, Bertie. A little thing like this should be child's play to Jeeves, from all I hear.
From what Mr. Wooster has told me of the lady, I believe that should Miss Bellinger witness Mr. Glossop appearing to disadvantage in public, she would cease to entertain affection for him. In the event, for example, of his failing to please the audience on Tuesday with his singing.
By Jove, you mean if he gets the bird, all will be off?
I should be greatly surprised if this were not the case, sir.
Yeah, but we cannot leave this thing to chance, Jeeves.
We need not leave it entirely to luck, sir. If Mr. Glossop were to sing Sonny Boy directly after you, too, sir, had sung Sonny Boy, I fancy the audience would have lost their taste for that particular song and would respond warmly, I'm sure.
Jeeves, you are a marvel.
Thank you, madam.
Jeeves, you are an ass. Me sing Sonny Boy at one of Beefy Bingham's entertainments.
Mr. Worcester has a pleasant, light baritone, Mrs. Travers. He often uses it about the flat.
Bertie, you'll sing it. And like it.
England! England!
Do us a favour, England.
Not a large gathering, sir, but enthusiastically partisan.
Oh, you here, Jeeves.
Indeed, sir. I've been present since the commencement.
Any casualties yet?
Oh, no, sir.
So I'll be the first, will I?
By no means, sir. I anticipate that you will be well received.
Do you suppose, for one moment, when Tuppy Glossop hears me sing that dashed song, he'll just stroll on a moment later and sing it too?
Mr. Glossop will not hear you sing, sir.
Eh?
At my advice, he has stepped across the road to the Dog and Duck, and he intends to remain there until it's time for him to appear on the platform. Most professionally performed, if I may say so, sir.
You may, Jeeves, you may. Mind you, the bird was definitely hovering in the air. I could feel the beating of its wings.
I fancy the audience may have lost their taste for this particular melody, sir.
Eh?
I should perhaps have mentioned it earlier, sir, but the song was performed twice before you arrived.
Without any further ado, I'll hand you
Do you mean to tell me, Jeeves, that you deliberately...
I think Mr. Glossop is about to begin,
and a
sir.
voice.
Surgeon's knife, eh, Jeeves?
Precisely, sir.
Yes, I think we may definitely consider the Glossop-Bellinger romance off.
The next item on the program was to have been sung.
Jeeves, she wasn't even here.
So it would seem, sir.
So she never saw Tuppy's Waterloo. This whole agony has been for nothing.
Most unfortunate, sir.
Well, I'm going home, Jeeves. Never, never, never involve me in one of your schemes again.
Very good, sir. With your permission, sir, I would like to witness the remainder of the entertainment.
Well, rather you than me, Jeeves. Personally, my heart has turned to stone.
May I, sir?
You know, Jeeves, I had one of the rummiest phone calls in a lifetime of rummy phone calls last night.
Indeed, sir.
From my Aunt Dahlia. She told me that Tuppy was there with Angela and that all was over between him and Miss Bellinger.
I confess that I had anticipated some such eventuality, sir.
Eh?
The thought came to me when I observed Miss Bellinger strike Mr. Glossop in the eye, sir.
What on earth did she do that for?
I fancy she was upset, sir, at the vigour with which the audience expressed their disapproval of her choice of song.
Now, Jeeves, you're not going to tell me that Miss Bellinger sang Sonny Boy too?
Yes, sir.
Well, what an extraordinary coincidence.
Not entirely, sir. I took the liberty of accosting Miss Bellinger on her arrival at the hall and saying that Mr. Glossop had requested that she sing Sonny Boy as a particular favour to him, sir.
I say, Jeeves.
Precisely, sir. She supposed that she had been the victim of a practical pleasantry by Mr. Glossop. She took it hard, sir.
Good heavens, Jeeves.
Shall I run your bath, sir?
Thank you, Jeeves, yes. Oh, Jeeves.
Yes, sir?
Those +6s, Jeeves. Get rid of them, will you?
Thank you, sir. It will be a wrench at first, but you'll feel better for it.
It is young men like you who make a person with the future of the race at heart despair.
Oh, right.